without Jungkook, I am nothing. A short, emotional, yet deeply meaningful statement slipped from Jimin's lips and instantly shook the international entertainment world. How could a world-class star, known as charismatic and adored by millions of fans, openly reveal his dependence on a fellow group member? What is the message behind such an expression, and why can such simple words ignite a global discussion? Jimin's words were not born in a vacuum. The world has long known the close bond among BTS members, but the explicit statement about Jungkook's role in Jimin's life revealed layers of emotion rarely seen behind the spotlight. In the midst of an entertainment industry that often demands a flawless image, this sentence felt honest, fragile, yet courageous. No wonder the statement then became the subject of conversation on social media, academic forums, and even opinion columns of major media outlets. Why did the sentence sound so dramatic? Because Jimin, a public figure often regarded as a symbol of strength, instead emphasized his vulnerable side. He placed Jungkook not merely as a colleague, but as an existential foundation that shapes his identity. From the perspective of social psychology, this statement uncovers the dimension of interdependence within a group, a concept that shows how deeply emotional bonds can influence motivation, performance, and self-perception. Not a few fans interpreted Jimin's statement as proof of a sincere brotherhood bond. However, on the other hand, many also saw it as a form of recognition of Jungkook's contribution in BTS's career journey. After all, without synergy among the members, it would be difficult to imagine the group breaking cultural and language barriers to become a global phenomenon. Jimin's words seem to affirm that BTS's success was not the result of individual work, but of collaboration built upon mutual trust. The explosion of public reaction was also inseparable from fan culture phenomena. In the K-pop world, every idol's words are often analyzed, reinterpreted, and even turned into sources of inspiration. The sentence, "Without Jungkook, I am nothing," quickly spread widely, cut into viral video clips, transformed into motivational quotes, and used as material for discussions on friendship, loyalty, and the meaning of togetherness. Its impact was not only emotional, but also cultural, because the statement revealed the human side of a great star. In the academic framework, this phenomenon is intriguing to examine. Why can a short sentence trigger a wave of global discourse? First, because the context of its utterance came from a figure who possesses cultural legitimacy. Jimin is not merely an artist, but a representation of a generation unafraid to reveal vulnerability. Second, because the substance of his statement carries universal values. Humans essentially need others in order to grow. Third, because modern media amplifies emotional impact. That sentence, which might have been only a personal expression, instantly transformed into a symbol of solidarity and gratitude. The public's response only amplified its resonance. Hashtags containing Jimin's quote topped trending topics in various countries. Fans wrote essays, created artworks, and even held online discussions highlighting the unique relationship between Jimin and Jungkook. Many academics also voiced their perspectives, emphasizing how this statement represents interpersonal dependency within the collective culture of East Asia. Some popular culture analysts even called it a defining moment that reaffirms BTS's identity as a global phenomenon rooted in togetherness, not individualism. However, not everyone responded in the same way. Some considered Jimin's statement overly hyperbolic, as if reducing his own achievements. Yet that is precisely where the strength of the sentence lies. An extreme declaration opens room for discussion. Can someone define themselves through another person? Is dependency a weakness, or rather a unifying strength? These questions elevate Jimin's words beyond mere entertainment gossip into the realm of philosophical reflection. In the end, the expression, "Without Jungkook, I am nothing," is more than an emotional statement. It is a portrait of human relationships that are authentic, honest, and full of vulnerability. The world was shocked not simply because of BTS's fame, but because Jimin dared to challenge the dominant narrative of individualism. He reminded the public that even at the peak of global success, one still needs others as support. Will that sentence be remembered forever? Only time can answer. But one thing is certain, Jimin's statement has left a strong mark in global discourse, a simple confession that shook the world with extraordinary resonance. And it did not stop there, for Jimin's words continue to spark layered resonance. Every interview, every stage, and every public interaction after that statement seemed to carry a new emotional weight. Fans interpreted every glance Jimin gave Jungkook as tangible proof of his words. International media even began to highlight how the personal relationships among BTS members have become a model of solidarity in the modern music industry, which is often rife with competition. This phenomenon is proof that pop culture is no longer mere entertainment. The simple words of an artist can become a mirror of values currently being wrestled with by global society. The world is experiencing a crisis of social isolation, especially post-pandemic, and Jimin's statement serves as a reminder that humans can never truly stand alone. In sociological terms, this reflects existential relationality, that personal identity cannot be separated from relationships with others. Its impact is also evident in the academic world. Several cultural journals have begun to discuss emotional bonds in music groups as a social phenomenon worth studying. The sentence, "Without Jungkook, I am nothing," has been used as a case study of how simple language can trigger waves of interpretation, whether from psychology, communication, or cultural anthropology. This discussion affirms that BTS not only sets musical trends, but also shapes the direction of scholarly discourse on human bonds. From the fans' perspective, their emotional response demonstrates how the words of an idol can influence daily life. Many fans admitted to being inspired by Jimin's honesty, even making it a motivation to appreciate loved ones more. The statement birthed thousands of posts with similar messages. "Without my best friend, I am nothing," or "Without my family, I am nobody." In essence, Jimin's words successfully transformed the personal experiences of millions of people worldwide into a collective emotional movement. Yet perhaps the most striking aspect is how Jimin revealed a new dimension of emotional leadership within a group. He did not place himself above others, but humbled himself by emphasizing the role of another. In an entertainment world that often glorifies individual ego, this attitude felt revolutionary. That sentence, through the lens of modern leadership theory, is an example of servant leadership, leading with humility and lifting others as the focal point over time. Many observers believe Jimin's statement will become one of the most iconic quotes in BTS history, not only because of its shock effect, but also because it successfully represented the values of togetherness, loyalty, and sincerity that form the foundation of the group. Those words will continue to be remembered as a symbol that behind the grandeur of the global stage, there lies a human bond that is simple yet profound.